Hi guys, okay, welcome to the manual testing series of part 06. Okay, so thank you so much guys for all your support. Our channel reached to 961 subscribers, so we will try to complete to achieve this 1k subscribers today itself. So please guys, I will extend this session for 2.5 hours or 3 hours, so as much as possible I can extend. Okay, at the same time I will try to complete this manual testing series part so by today itself. Okay, so that by tomorrow onwards we can mostly concentrate on automation testing for beginners. Okay, so where I am left with of our only one session on last week. Okay, so this entire week from Monday, okay, from yesterday and day before yesterday and Saturday and Friday, so I have covered only manual testing series parts only. So once it got finished today, luckily if it went well, no issues. Again, if there is any pending concepts, I have to take it for tomorrow as well for the morning session. Okay, so tomorrow I am going to conduct live session on morning. Okay, as I mentioned, so I am going to my relatives home, at the same time that is my friend's home also. So I'm going to visit that place to celebrate their festival where they are celebrating during their, I mean in their hometown. Okay, so they invited us, so our family is visiting to there. So we will try to, okay, I will try to complete as soon as possible by today night. So if not, we will take this on tomorrow morning session as well. Okay, so no issues, we will take it on tomorrow as well. So hi Promos Jixer YT, thank you so much for visiting the channel Selenium Tech Automation. Thank you so much. Okay, so can I start the session now, or we can wait for some more time? Okay, so it is North Bangalore, Promos Jixer YT. Okay, it is northern side of Bangalore. Okay, actually I am from near to Mumbai. So where the place where I am visiting, right, that is located in Bangalore. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for asking Promos Jixer, and also thank you so much for visiting the channel Selenium Tech Automation. So today I will try to complete as much as possible. Okay. So please guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and help our channel to reach 1k subscribers. So why to subscribe means, so far I have covered lots of concepts as you know already. Okay, so based upon that criteria only you can decide whether to subscribe or not. Before subscribing, that one also I am telling, before subscribing to my channel you can just visit all the videos which are present inside our channel, then only you can plan whether to subscribe or not. Okay, that is not mandatory, and also I am not forcing you to subscribe and to reach 1k subscribers. Okay, so because I am showing all my efforts to share the knowledge for you where it will helpful for you at any time during your interviews. So that's the reason why I am only asking. So far I did not ask any one of you, so but now I am asking because our channel is very nearby 1k subscribers, so that's why I am asking. It is up to your wish. Okay, okay guys, so we will start now the session once enough people got joined. So please ping in the live chat if you want to start, or we can wait for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, 2 or 3 minutes more time, so that we can decide whether to start or not. So before that, if you have any questions, so please interact with me on yesterday's session. And also I have uploaded 2 videos today which is related to TestNG retry analyzer, and one more is how to read CSV file test data. Okay, if you have any doubts or any queries, you can ask me from the live chat. So what I will do, if there are any new implementation which are going to help you, I will upload in the format of video on daily basis. Okay, so the concepts what we need to discuss as a series, I will complete that from the live sessions only, and also going forward I will take live sessions only to discuss all the series wise from manual and automation. Okay, so if not, you can expect daily one video which is a new implementation. As you know already, the TestNG analyzer what I have uploaded today morning. Okay, that one also very useful for you, and also how to read CSV file test data from CSV file. Okay, so apart from that, there are many more concepts which are coming on daily basis, so please support those videos as well. Okay, please support those videos as well, so that you can expect more videos from my side where that is completely newly implementing from Selenium point of view. Okay, and also I am going to show you how we can capture the logs. For example, if you are working with an application, okay, for example, in real time, if you are working with an application, the backend logs, what is happening, we don't know, whether it is hitting the server and what response is getting, which page is loading. Okay, those and all we will get into some log. Okay, those we will captured, I mean those logs we can capture and we can store into our one of the text file. So I'm going to upload that one. And also, as I mentioned in one of our poll from the community post, so that poll is about, there I asked you one question, that is, yeah, where I asked you one poll, I mean where I asked you one question from the poll, saying that how to send extent reports to your client and your team members with the help of screenshots. Okay, so because we can able to capture the screenshot. Yeah, promo Jixer, I got your question. So once after my completion of the explanation, I will take your question. Okay, so where we can send our extent report along with the screenshots for the failed test cases, right? So during this time, what will happen during your sending to the other member, so he might not be unable to open your screenshot, because that screenshot path what you have mentioned, that is not working on his machine. So during this time, how we can overcome this situation? At the same time, I have asked one more question, saying that suppose if I am executing my test case where it is having more number of test methods, that is 15 test methods is containing inside my test case, that is our actual class. Okay, so in that class I have more than 20 methods. So for example, unfortunately my script got failed at for example 11th method is failing on my current execution. So again what I will do, I will go and I will fix that error why it is failing. So again what I need to do, again if I execute, means it will execute from the starting only, from login only it will execute, until then it is going to 11th method. So instead of that, wherever it is failing, so from that failing part only I am going to start my execution again, so that we can save our time, so that it's not required to go back and executing from the starting or beginning. Okay, that question also I asked. So far what I discussed, three questions or three topics, you can expect day by day, like 3 days you are continuously getting three topics. So where that is newly implementing, very few people got to know about these concepts, but remaining many people are not getting how this is happening. Okay, so please watch our channel and regularly follow all our videos from my channel Selenium Tech Automation, where you can find lots of content in upcoming days which is not known by many people. Okay, so now Promo Jixer YT asked which is the best for framework. Okay, so as per my knowledge, I will suggest you to go for page object model, if not BDD Cucumber, that is behavior data driven framework. Okay, that is behavior data driven framework, where we can implement the page object model design pattern as well. It is not first at all a framework, POM is not a framework, it is just a design pattern. So with this design pattern we can build any kind of framework, such as hybrid framework. It is a combination of two types of frameworks. Okay, so I will suggest you to go with POM design pattern, that is page object model design pattern. At the same time, I will suggest to go for, okay, I will suggest to go for learn the BDD Cucumber framework as well, and also you can use hybrid framework also. Okay, these are the three best frameworks I can suggest to you, Promo Jixer YT. So that's all it for now, guys. So now I am going to start the actual session where we left off and yesterday. Okay, so I have discussed a very important concept, that is called as test case design techniques. Okay, during our design phase, so how we can design the test cases, right? So during our design phase, how we can design the test cases, I have already shown you clearly. Okay, I have already shown you clearly with a clear diagrams by using paint application. Let me open that paint application again. Okay, so that you can able to see, okay, so that you can able to see what exactly we discussed on yesterday. Okay, so let me open that one. So where that is test case design techniques, right? Yeah, let me open that one. Or which one? STLC. Yeah, STLC we are discussing. So later that we discussed about which one? test case design techniques, right? So let me open that paint application, so where I have discussed. So from that point I'm going to start now. Okay, so please guys, please support our channel Selenium Tech Automation. Okay, so let's make it happen today itself to reach 1k subscribers. So please guys, I am going to extend this session for 2 more hours from now till 9:30. We can discuss what are all the questions we have, no issues. Okay, automation text file. Okay, let me close this, what you are getting from my screen, that is YouTube channel. So let me disable this one. Okay, and I am going to open my paint application currently, and I am going to disable this one. Okay, yeah, and also I am going to disable my Eclipse as well. Okay, so now you can able to see my screen with the help of paint application. Okay, come on guys, if anyone not yet joined, please join the live session. So these are all the very important interview questions, as well as concepts wise. These are all the very important concepts from manual testing point of view. So that's why I'm covering these concepts especially. Okay, so I'm not telling what is what, in that way I'm not telling, but I am explaining each and everything in a brief way. Okay, please try to understand the concepts. So far we have discussed about what is the first phase here, that is about test planning. Again I am telling you one more time what is the test plan here, and what is the test analysis, and what is the test design. If anyone got missed our previous session at beginning, so please watch carefully. Now I am going to explain it you one more time. Okay, so please guys, let's make it happen to 1k subscribers. Sincerely, again once again I am requesting you all, please guys. Okay, someone has been subscribed, I am not able to see their sorry guys, actually I'm really sorry, I'm not able to see you properly. But anyway, I'm really thankful for you, the one who subscribed just now. Okay, thank you so much, thank you so much for your support, and help our channel to reach 1k subscribers by end of this session, because only 30 subscribers are required for this one. Okay, so please guys, so again I am telling from the scratch, that is software testing life cycle. So here software testing life cycle means it is a STLC. Sorry, STLC stands for software testing life cycle, which will explain the various activities involved during our testing of the application. Okay, so various activities here means, that is the first one here is test planning, and the next one here is test analysis, and the next one here is test execution, and test design, and test closure. So these are all the different activities which are mainly involved in this software testing life cycle while you are testing your application. So as we discussed already, so here the first phase here is test planning, right? So this test planning means it is the first place where the test manager and the QA manager defines the test strategy. Based upon this test strategy, team lead is going to define the test cases. Okay, that is what this test planning means. So here what exactly this test strategy? So here the test strategy means it is a high level. Okay, it is a high level plan and approach defined by the project manager or QA manager for testing a project. Okay, so now what are all the different detailed work involved during this test plan? So during this test plan, in detail work, what we can tell here is there is some scope of testing, and also we can see about test approach, and also we can look into how many resources for required for this particular project to be completed, and also we will discuss about test deliverables, and also we will discuss about work schedules. So these are all the different detailed work plan for this particular test plan phase. Okay, and also I have discussed about test plan template as well. And coming to the next phase, that is called as test analysis. So what exactly this test analysis? So during this test analysis phase, we are going to analyzing the given functional requirement specifications as well as given software requirement specification documents. So during your analyzing or after completion of analysis, if you have any questions, you are going to write down all your queries or questions in the form of requirement clarification note document. Okay, requirement clarification note document. So once if you updated all your questions, you are going to send it to your team lead, so that your team lead will go through all your questions what you have sent in the form of RCN, so that he will provide you the solutions in the same document, and he will send you, and he will send that RCN in the form of email to you. Okay, so after that we have discussed about test design. So here what exactly this test design means. So during this phase, testers will prepare various test specifications, such as as I mentioned here, that the first one here is test scenarios, and what is test scenario exactly here. And also I have discussed about test scenarios, and then I discussed about test scenario summary report in detail along with the Excel document, and also I have discussed about test scenario in detail with our Excel workbook document. So later I have discussed about test cases. Okay, so test cases here means what to test and how to test. And also I asked many people during our live stream, so many of the people who watched yesterday, they answered all their questions. They mentioned all their answers for that particular test case question. So later I have discussed about the test case design techniques. Under that, the first one here is equivalence class partitioning. So why we are going to use these test case designing techniques means, as we know already, we have to, it is not possible to perform exhaustive testing. Means it is not possible to test a particular scenario with more number of scenarios. Okay, so during that time we need to depend upon these test case design techniques. The first technique here is equivalence class partitioning, the next technique here is boundary value analysis, and the next one technique here is decision table testing, and the next technique here is which one, state transition technique, and the next one here is use case based testing. Okay, so these are all the different test case design techniques. So let me show you the test case designing techniques as well. Okay, for your reference, where I have shared on yesterday. Okay, for your reference, where I have shared to you on yesterday. So let me open that one. Okay, so now are you able to see my screen, right? So these are the different test case design techniques where this black box testing is introduced. The first one here is ECP technique, that is called as equivalence class partitioning technique. Then the next one here is boundary value analysis technique, and the next one here is decision table technique, and the next one here is state transition technique, and the next one here is use case based testing technique. So as I have already covered what exactly this ECP technique means. Okay, I have already covered on yesterday session, that is called as ECP technique. So let me open that document as well, so that you will get some overview about how this ECP technique is working during the test case designing process. Okay, so let me open that document now. Okay, let me open the document and let me close this ECP test case design techniques paint application. Now you can able to see what exactly this ECP technique means. Okay guys, are you able to listen what I am telling or not? Please respond from the live chat, guys. Please, again I am requesting you all, please respond in the live chat whether are you able to understand or not, or I am too fast. Okay, please respond from the live chat. The screen what you are looking currently, that will tell you about how this equivalence class partitioning technique will work here. Okay, and also, so here you can see these are all the possible, okay, these are all the possible conditions to perform the login functionality. So here during this equivalence class partitioning, we are going to consider the specific condition where that login functionality will work. We are not going to consider, okay, we are not going to consider where it is not possible to perform the login functionality. Okay, so that is where I have discussed here. First we will consider only the, first we will create the test cases which are all possible to perform the login functionality, but we don't add the scenarios which is not possible to create a test case here. That is about the ECP class partitioning technique, that is equivalence class partitioning technique. So as I mentioned here, as per the ECP technique, identifying all the possible input conditions, the middle one what you are watching, right, the lower case, upper case, numeric value, special characters, these are all the, okay, these are all the possible input conditions to validate the login functionality. That is from the right side, that is the last one. Okay, then we are going to divide all these possible conditions into some groups. Okay, here the first group here is from the middle one, lowercase is one group, uppercase is one group, and numerical values is one group, and special characters is value one group. Okay, first I will test with the lowercase group whether it is producing the right output or not, means whether it is performing the login functionality or not with the only with the lowercase letters. So next I will test with my uppercase. Okay, next I will test with my uppercase possible inputs, uppercase letters possible inputs to test my login functionality. So likewise I will test till special characters possibility inputs whether it is producing the right output or not, means whether it is performing the login functionality or not. So now in this equivalence class partitioning we are not going to consider the one which we marked in the left side, that is null. If I pass something null inside that particular username and password, then my login functionality is not going to work, right? At the same time, if I mention greater than 20 characters in that particular username field, it is not going to work, which will tell you about maximum characters exceeded or maximum length reached. Okay, so that's why we are ignoring these possible or not possible inputs from the left side. What you are seeing, that is null and greater than 20 characters. Okay, so here we need to test only with the possibility inputs. Okay, so then only we are going to verify that login functionality. That will tell you about clear discussion about which one, equivalence class partitioning. Now I am going to discuss about which concept, that is our next technique, that is called as boundary value analysis technique. Okay, that is called as boundary value analysis technique. So let me show you that one, test case design techniques paint application, where I have mentioned that one. Okay, so now equivalence class partitioning got completed. Now the next one here is which one, boundary value analysis. Okay, from this list we are going to discuss about boundary value analysis. Okay, one second guys, let me have some water. Okay, let me have some water guys. Okay, so we will continue with our next one, that is called as which one, boundary value analysis. Okay, boundary value analysis, right? Boundary value analysis. So here what exactly this boundary value analysis technique means, so it is also one test case design technique. Okay, so we need to observe that most of the developers are doing mistakes while specifying some boundary conditions, such as there are some greater than or less than, greater than or equals to, or less than or equals to. Okay, so developers might, most of the developers might do a mistake during this providing the boundary ranges. Okay, for example here less than, greater than, or greater than or equals to, or less than or equals to. So these are all the boundary conditions, right? During the specification of these boundary conditions, most of the developers, there are some chances to make many mistakes. Okay, to identify these defects, boundary value analysis technique is introduced. Okay, to identify all these defects which are causing due to boundary value conditions, so we are going to use this boundary value analysis technique. Okay, so as per the boundary value analysis technique, considering the lower boundary value and upper boundary values only. So here lower boundary value -1 and upper boundary values +1. So we need to consider these two values only, that is the first one is lower boundary value -1 and the next one here is upper boundary value +1 to validate the functionality. Okay, for example I will show you here, so but we need to make some note here. Okay, boundary value analysis is applicable only if there is a range of inputs. Okay, boundary value analysis is applicable only if there is a range of inputs. So I will show you with a clear example here. Let me take one new paint application, how this boundary value analysis will work. Okay, how this boundary value analysis will work, I will show you here. Okay, so now you are able to see my screen. What the remaining, which one? Okay, yeah, so now I am going to draw some diagram here. Okay, I will tell you after the completion of this diagram, so that it will be easy for me as well to explain in a clear way, like how I did for ECP technique, that is equivalence class partitioning technique. Okay, so consider there are, okay, consider there is some age criteria. Okay, there is some age criteria. At the same time in the right side we have some in the UI you will have something like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, this is one application. The right side you are seeing, right? This is one application. So inside that we have one more field. Okay, sorry, inside that we have one more field where we can enter some age here. Okay, it is the best example to define which one, to define this boundary value analysis. Okay, to discuss about boundary value analysis, it is the best example taking the age scenario here. Okay, taking the age scenario. So this is called as our application, that is AUT, which means application which is under test. Okay, which is in under test. AUT means application under test. So now I am going to show you the scenario here is age. Okay, I want to enter some age here. So there are some boundary limitations will be there. So this application will accept only the specific boundaries what they mentioned for the age level here. For example, if I want to enter here greater than 16 and less than 100. So during this time how this boundary value analysis will work, I am going to show you. So here, okay, let me take one column here and let me take one more column here. Okay, there are 3 columns totally. Okay, so this boundary this particular age field is there, right? This field will accept values like less than, okay, less than 1. For example, for this scenario I am telling, I am taking here less than 1. Okay, value is less than 1, and then next one here is it will accept from 1 to 100. Okay, 1 to 100. These are the conditions I am preparing to satisfy to enter in this particular age text field. Okay, so please wait until the completion of this fully, so that you can able to easily understand. Okay, so then the next field will be which is greater than 100. Okay, so where that age field is not going to accept if you enter the greater than 100 value. So now we are going to write some specific which are exactly matching to this particular text box where I am going to enter the age. So here boundary value is applicable only if there is some range of inputs. Okay, so this, so as per this design, okay, as per this design, okay, as per this design, so this text field what is there, right? This age field, so it will accept from age 1 to 100 only. Okay, this age field will accept only the age from 1 to 100. It is not going to accept if it is less than 1. It is not going to accept if it is greater than 100. Means if you entered 100 plus 1, that is 101, this field is not going to accept. At the same time, if you are entering less than 1, means if you entered 0 also, it is not going to enter. So for that scenario we are going to use this which one, boundary value analysis, okay, to satisfy the current scenario. So now here, okay, so now here what I am going to write, if I entered here some 0, okay, if I enter some 0 value here, okay, some 0 value means 0 is less than 1, right? So it is not acceptable. At the same time, if I entered here 101, for example, okay, 101 if I entered, it is not going to accept. which field? That age field is not going to accept, right? So means, as I mentioned, this boundary value analysis will work based upon the lower boundary value minus 1 and upper boundary value plus 1. Okay, this BVA, that is boundary value analysis, is not going to work where it is lower boundary value minus 1 and upper boundary value plus 1. Okay, as per the boundary value analysis technique, considering the lower boundary value and upper boundary value. Okay, we need to consider only lower boundary value and upper boundary value, but we are not going to consider lower boundary value minus 1 and upper boundary value plus 1. So here, okay, so here let me note something here. These are the lower and upper. The one here is lower and upper boundary, sorry, lower and upper boundary values. Okay, I will explain you in clear, guys, please wait. So here you can see, right, this middle one. Okay, this middle one will tell you about lower value, that is 1, and upper values, that is 100. Okay, so here lower boundary value minus 1 and upper boundary value plus 1 to validate the functionality. Okay, if I want to validate this particular age functionality, so how I can test? Which will accept the range between from 1 to 100. Okay, it will always work fine if I entered this 1 to 100, but I want to test the functionality if I entered less than 1, whether it is accepting or not. If I entered greater than 100, whether it is accepting or not. Based upon this boundaries only, I am going to create a test case which is ranging from 1 to 100. Okay, which is the range will starts from 1 to 100. Okay, the range will starts from here 1 to 100. That is called as boundary value analysis. So here I can say here this less than 1 means, I mean less than 1, what is the value? 0, which means lower boundary value minus 1, right? This lower boundary value minus 1 means it will give you 0, but as per our functionality it is not going to accept. Okay, so at the same time I am going to write something like upper boundary value plus 1. Okay, if I consider this scenario, as per my boundary value analysis specification, this value is not going to acceptable by this age field, right? Which means lower boundary value minus 1. Here lower value is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. If I enter 0, it is not going to accept. And then what is our upper boundary value here? 100. The condition here is if it is greater than 100. The value what I am entering here, if it is greater than 100 means it is not going to accept. That is upper boundary value plus 1. So we are going to validate these functionalities. So the remaining values which are present in between this lower and upper boundary minus 1 and plus 1. So these values are going to accept by this age field. If I enter here 1 means it is going to accept. Okay, if I enter here 1, it is going to accept. If I enter here 99, it is going to accept. If I enter here 100 also, it is going to accept. But if I entered here 101, it is not going to accept as per the boundary value analysis technique. If I enter here 0 also, it is not going to accept as per my boundary value analysis technique. So these two functionalities we are going to test with the help of boundary value analysis. So this is one boundary value specific condition where the developers there are more chances where the developer is going to make some mistakes during this point only. Okay, that's why we mentioned here boundary value specifications. So where developer is going to make more mistakes. So and also we need to consider. Okay, and also we need to consider here one more note. Okay, so there is test case 1, that is one lower boundary value. There is one more test case 100, that is upper boundary value. So you can mention me what are the different test cases we can write here for this particular functionality. The first test case here is test case 1 here is one lower boundary value that equals to which one? 1, right? So next second test case here is, okay, what second test case here is 100 upper boundary value that is equals to 100, right? So then what is our next test case or next scenario? So here test case 3 means what? That is our test case 3 means 0, right? Lower boundary value minus 1 that equals to 0. Okay, then test case 4, what? What is our test case for? That is upper boundary value plus 1, that equals to 101. So these are all the different test cases where we are going to perform on this particular age text field, and this is in application under test, okay, which is in testing environment, where we are going to perform this boundary value specification condition. Based upon that, we are going to write the test cases. So these are all the test cases and the functionalities where we are going to perform on this particular application which is in under test. Okay, that is about boundary value analysis. Guys, please let me know from the live chat, are you able to understand till this point or not? Okay, before going further, please let me know whether it is from Vidyasagar or any one of you. Please let me know from the live chat, guys, whether it is understandable or not. Please. Okay, please, guys. And also I will give you one scenario here. Okay, and also I will give you one scenario for your practice. So what I am telling here, identify the test cases to check does a system directing appropriate service charges or not based upon the amount transfer using ECP and boundary value analysis techniques. So there is one scenario I am going to provide you. You can practice from your side as well. Okay. So come on, guys, please let me know whether till this point are you able to understand or not, or do I need to repeat it one more time? Any one of you can confirm from the live chat so that I can try to explain it one more time. So please, guys, please support the stream. I came bit early today. Okay, please respond for my question, whether do you want me to explain it one more time, or till now what I have discussed that is enough about this boundary value analysis concept. So this boundary value analysis concept will always deals with the boundary conditions. So where the developer will make more mistakes on specifying the boundary conditions. So in the same way we have discussed less than and greater than. So during this time developer will make more mistakes. Okay. So that's why we need to write the test cases with the help of this boundary value analysis test case design technique. Okay, please, guys, please let me know from the live chat. Okay, whatever I have discussed till now, that is helpful for you or not. So otherwise I will repeat it one more time, no issues, we can extend our session today. Okay, but my intention is it should be understandable for everyone who are watching currently. So please respond from the live chat. I am expecting your response so that we can move to our next design technique. Okay, that is decision table testing. Please, any one of you, the people who are watching, please respond for my question. So till now everything is clear or not, so that we can continue. If it is not clear, I will try to explain it one more time in a better way to understand for you people. Okay, come on, guys. So currently we have 967 subscribers in our channel. So please try to utilize this time to get more clarifications. If you have any doubts, any one of you, you can ask me from the live chat, no issues. I will explain you all. Okay, please. So next, moving to the next concept or next design technique as per our test case design techniques diagram, that is our decision table testing. Okay, that is our decision table testing. So let me save this one, which will tell you about boundary value analysis, right? Boundary value analysis. Okay, BVA technique. Let me save and I will open an empty paint application so that I will draw an example for how this decision table testing will work in real time. Okay, so please, guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. And also the people who are watching currently, if any one of you having any doubt, please respond from the live chat so that I will try to explain in a better way. Okay, please utilize this section, guys. Okay, come on, guys, please utilize this session. Okay, so now I am going to discuss about one more test case design technique, that is called as decision table decision table testing technique. Okay, decision table testing technique. This is also one technique to design our test cases. Okay, as we already saw this one on our yesterday paint application, what are the different test case design techniques we have. Okay, so among that, this is also one of the test case design technique. So here I am discussing after the completion of boundary value analysis technique, test case design technique. So now let me start what exactly this decision table testing technique means. So here, if the output of a functionality is depending upon the multiple conditions, programmers will use some logical operators in the source code, right? So if the output, for example, I am adding two numbers and I am getting some output, right? So that output is depending upon the multiple input conditions. So one is my integer value a, and the same time I am using one plus operator here. At the same time I am using one more integer value. So I want to add these two integer values with the help of plus operator, right? So during this time also, these developers will make some mistakes. So either it will be a plus operator or AND operator or OR operator. Okay, if the output of the functionality is depending upon a multiple input conditions, programmers will use logical operators, whether it is will be equals to also, or plus or and or minus, any kind of operator it will be. Developer will use these operators when there are multiple conditions functionality. Okay, so during this time there is a chance, okay, in place of plus operator, if I mention minus operator, the entire test results will fail. Okay, in case of AND operator, the developer will mention like plus operator or minus operator or OR operator, the entire result will be different. Because of that operator, enter my test results are failing, all my test cases are failing, right? So to identify these defects, this decision table got introduced. Okay, so to identify all these defects which are related to two input conditions with the help of plus or minus or and or divided. Okay, with the help of these operators, there are more chances developer will make some mistakes here. So that's why this decision table testing has introduced and placed in our which one, black box testing, to write some test cases. Okay, so this is also one type of test case design technique that is called as decision table testing. So here what exactly this decision table technique means, if the output of a functionality is depending upon the multiple input conditions. Okay, if the output of a functionality is depending upon the multiple input conditions, programmers will use some logical operators in the source code, right? Programmers will use some logical operators in the source code, right? So the operators here means plus operator or minus operator or AND operator or OR operator or divider. So anything will be even, equals also. So during this time, unfortunately the developer placed instead of AND, he placed OR. Okay, because of that all my scripts are failing which are related to that particular scenario where I am using OR operator. So that's the reason why, to find out all these defects, this decision table testing technique got introduced. Okay, so for example, let me write, let me draw one diagram here so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, let me draw one diagram here so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so consider this as one login page. Okay, consider this as one login page and also consider this as one more login form. Okay, so this is a program. Okay, this is our actual login page. Okay, where user are trying to where user is trying to enter his credentials. Okay, this is our UI. Okay, this is our UI. The right side what you are getting, that is our UI. Okay, so next what I am doing here, I am creating one more rectangle or square here to enter the username. Okay, this is for entering the username and this is for entering the password. Okay, and then this is our username. Okay, this is our username field. Okay, this is our username field followed by password field. Okay, now I am discussing about decision table testing technique. So far what I have discussed, right, I am going to show you here. Okay, this is for password field. Okay, and then what else we have? We have login button here. Okay, we have one login button here. Okay, we have one login button here, right? So this is our login page. So for this login page I am going to explain by taking the login page example. I am going to explain you how this decision table testing will work here. Okay, how this decision table testing will work here. Okay, how this decision table testing will work here, I am going to show you. Okay, so this field what you are seeing the left side, right, this field is for writing the logical programs. Okay, this is a field where the developers will write their programs here, that is logical programs or programs, anything will be fine, no problem. So I mentioned here logical programs. Okay, so here I am writing like if, okay, I am writing some condition here. If UID exist, if UID exists or password exists, if UID exists or password exists. Okay, if UID exists or password exists, it will show inbox, show inbox. Okay, so otherwise it will give you else. Okay, else, this is like program where the developer developed, else you can throw some error, you can throw some error. Okay, what happened, else. Okay, this is if condition and this is else condition. If user id exists or password exists, show the inbox, otherwise give the error. Okay, so here in this above login program, okay, in this above login program, instead of and operator he mentioned here or operator, right? Unfortunately the developer will mention here or operator. Okay, so to find out these kind of defects, this decision table got introduced. Okay, if I mention here if uid exists or password exists means, but actually this login page will accept the both username and password must and should be entered one, then only if the user is clicking on login, then only he can able to log in his application and he can able to use his account. But unfortunately what this developer did here, he mentioned here or operator, which means either you can accept this username field can accept which one, this username he is telling, either you can enter username or either you can enter password, then you can take me to login. But that is not the actual scenario, right? If you want to login means you need to enter username and password, then only you can login. Okay, if I mention here instead of or, if I mention and operator, then only my program will work. Okay, if username you entered and password I entered, then only I can able to log in. So that's why reason I need to use here and operator instead of or operator. But in this scenario what the developer made mistake here, he mentioned or, means either any one of the field which is entered you can continue with your login, but that is a defect, right? So to identify all these kind of defects, okay, to identify all these kind of defects, this which one, this decision table testing technique got introduced. Okay, this decision table testing got introduced. Okay, so based upon this scenario I am going to write some test cases here. Okay, based upon this test scenarios I am going to write some scenarios. Okay, instead of and operator or operator placed means I am going to write some scenarios like how we written, right, for boundary value analysis. So in the same way I am going to write test cases for this scenario as well. Okay, so the middle one what you are getting, right, this is our which one where I am going to write the actual test cases. So first let me create here id. Okay, input, sorry, input, this column is for inputs and these are all our test cases, test case 1 and this is my test case 2 and this is my test case 3 and 4. Okay, this is my test case 3 and 4. So here I will provide the inputs saying that user ID and password. Okay, and I am going to write the test cases here. Okay, instead of AND operator, if or operator will placed means what is the expected results I will show you here. Okay, so given I am telling here instead of AND, okay, AND operator, or got placed here. Okay, instead of AND operator, or got placed here. What exactly this test cases will behaves like I will show you here. So this field is for inputs, right? This field is for inputs. The first column will be defining inputs field. Okay, inputs column. So then this is our first test case. Okay, this is our TC number 1. Okay, the second column will for test case 1, and the third column is for which one? Test case 2, and the fourth column is for which test case? That is test case number 3. Okay, and the fourth column is for test case 3, and the last column is for test case 4. Okay, and the last column is for test case 4. Okay, last column is for example 4. This is by fourth test case. So where I am going to write based upon this functionality. If developer used instead of AND operator, he used here OR operator. So during this time what it is telling, you can enter either user ID or password. I will take you to that particular account, but that is not the expected behavior. But the actual result here is this OR must and should be replaced with AND operator, then only this login functionality is going to be working fine. That is the actual result what the customer is expecting from this particular application. Instead of this, what he did, he put here OR operator. So we are going to write the test cases for this scenario. If I mention OR, how it is going to work. So this is called as UID. Okay, this is called as user ID. I am going to enter here. Okay, this is called as user ID. Let me drag a little. What happening? Not able to drag this to here. Okay, this is for user ID, and this is for which one? Password. Okay, this is for which one? Password. For this scenario, mistaken made by whom? Developer. Because of him, this all these possible scenarios or all these possible test cases are passing. Okay, if that is the case, how it will behave, I am going to show you. Okay, instead of AND operator, the developer got placed an OR operator for this condition, for this program. Okay, so as per that scenario, the test case 1, user ID should be okay, correct, or something what we can pass. P I am passing here. Okay, which means pass. Okay, user ID entered, pass, and password entered, pass. When OR operator, if developer used OR operator, the first test case got passed. Okay, so then if I use AND operator, okay, instead of password he is not entering, if he entered user ID, then what is the result here? This is also pass. Okay, this one also going to pass, but for the password field it is failing. Okay, for the password field it is failing. These are the different combinations where we need to test for this particular scenario. I am not telling these are the actual test cases. I am just telling you the example you can get it from. Okay, so please try to understand, guys. So I am just giving you an example. Based upon this scenario you can write the test cases. Okay, based upon this scenario what I mentioned here, instead of OR operator, developer placed AND operator. So in this scenario, how we can write the test cases you can create, but I am just showing you for your reference only. I am not telling these are the correct scenarios what I am writing now. Okay, so that is the task for you. You can create the test cases as per this scenario. Okay, so what I will mention here, this time it is passing. Okay, this time it is passing. Okay, so then what I will mention here, this time it is not passing, it is failing, and the password field is also failing. Okay, so two are passing, two test case are failing, and These are the combinations. Okay, if I don't enter these two, if I don't enter these two also, it is failing. If I enter these two also, it is passing. If I entered any one of the this one also, it is passing. For user ID you can see, and password also you can see. You can compare in this way, but I am just telling you for an example only. You can create for this scenario. If you can create, you can try to create a scenario. What will happen if user ID or password, if we enter it is accepting, means what are the different test cases we can create, we can mention here. Okay, so this is about decision table testing technique, guys. So this is how we are going to create the test cases based upon the technique what we are using, or based upon the scenario. Okay, this is one scenario what I have mentioned. In the same way, you can also try how we can create different test cases for the same scenario what I am showing you. So next, the next transition testing here is which one? State transition testing. Okay, the next scenario here is state transition testing. Okay, next transition testing here is, okay, sorry, let me save this file, dtt decision. I am saving this file so that I can open one more empty paint application, decision table testing. Okay, so I want to save it on my desktop so that, yeah, I can take one more new paint application. Okay, so now let me save this one, okay, into my desktop only. Okay, so now here the next design technique here is, test case design technique here is what? State transition testing as per our yesterday document. The next test case design technique here is state transition technique. Guys, so far if you have any questions, please let me know from the live chat. Guys, I will take some break now. Please let me know from the live chat. Okay, please ask the questions if you have any questions. Please try to interact with me again and again, requesting you all, please try to interact with me. Any one of you can ask any questions so far what we discussed. So please guys, I am expecting some questions, because continuously I am speaking, I am not giving time to interact with you. So that's why I am giving 2 minutes of time from now. Please utilize these 2 minutes. If you have any queries also, you can ask from the live chat. Please guys. And also only 30 subscribers required to our channel, as you are seeing from the screen, that is 970 subscribers currently we have. Thank you so much for each and everyone. I am really thankful for each and everyone. From my wholeheartedly I am telling, thank you so much for love and support the way you are showing. Okay, so during this 970 subscribers, how I only got to know, and also at the same time you also shown very much support towards the channel and towards the sessions. Okay, so please try to keep the same support for the upcoming videos and for upcoming live sessions as well. Okay, I want to make you people more aware about all these testing concepts, so that is what my intention. At the same time, I am also considering my channel growth as well. Okay, so please drop a like if you like this session, and also please drop a don't like, I mean drop a dislike also if you don't like this session. Okay, either it will be fine, but based upon your dislikes I am going to improve my skills. Okay, so please try to respond for my question. If you have any questions or not, please let me know from the live chat. So accordingly I am going to continue with our next concept, that is called as state transition testing. Yeah, thank you so much Avadut Yadav. Hi, thank you so much for visiting the channel. How are you, buddy? Okay, I am thinking you are the first time, right? You are attending for this live session at first time, I guess, right? Or you have already visited one of our live sessions earlier. So how it will be? Thank you so much Avadut Yadav. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Till now I have discussed about decision table testing and also boundary value analysis testing technique. Okay, now I am going to discuss about state transition testing technique. Okay, thank you so much for your response. If you have any queries, you can ping me from the live chat. Okay, I will explain you accordingly if I can able to understand your question, if I can able to have some answer from my side. Okay, so now the next technique here is state transition testing technique. Okay, state transition testing technique. Okay, this is also one type of testing which is introduced in black box testing. Okay, based upon this testing technique also, good session previous. Yeah, thank you so much, Avdut Yadav. My intention here is to aware you people or some other people are there who don't know about software testing, but they are all hearing that outside of the market, they are all hearing that testing is very very important, or sorry, testing is very very easy course for everyone. The guy who is from non-technical, the guy who is from technical, there is no difference. Okay, in that way outside about the testing. Okay, the people, if someone is asking to someone means the other guy is explaining in this way, yeah, you can move to testing. Okay, it is very easy for everyone, either it will be tester, I mean whether it will be technical guy or whether it will be non-technical guy. Okay, that's why I am explaining each and everything in a detailed way. I am not skipping any concept at any time. Okay, so please try to understand guys the concepts here. The next concept is state transition testing technique. Okay, state transition testing technique. Okay, so for example here, any software application will navigate from one state to another state based upon the input data and based upon the user actions. That is called as state transition testing. Okay, here any software application will navigate from one state to another state based upon the input data provided by the user, at the same time based upon the actions performing by the user. That is called as state transition technique, which means state transition is a process of checking does the application is navigating properly or not for all the possible user actions. That is called as state transition testing. In simple words, navigation testing is nothing but the state transition testing. Okay, in simple words, navigation testing is nothing but the state transition testing. Hi Raja Sheikh, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Thank you so much for your love and support. Are you taking regular session? Yes, I am taking regularly live sessions on daily basis from last couple of weeks. Okay, and also I want to let you know people, every I mean weekends I am going to schedule these live sessions for 2 times. Okay, Saturday and Sunday I am going to scheduling these live sessions 2 times per day. Likewise, you will get 4 sessions you can expect from my channel. But remaining, what are the weekdays we have? You can expect one daily live session. Okay, you can expect only one session on weekdays. Whereas if you come to weekends, you can expect per day 2 sessions. Likewise, per 2 days you can expect 4 live sessions. Okay, that is how I am following so far. Thank you so much for asking the question, Raja Sheikh. You can always welcome to my channel and here learn the concepts what I am discussing so far. Okay, thank you so much guys, the people who poll your votes for the question what I have asked via our poll for this live session. I saw there are 15 votes got polled for the questions, for the question what I have asked. Have you guys got enough knowledge about manual testing so far from here? I am happily after I am so happy after looking all our votes polling for yes. Thank you so much guys. Thank you so much for your like and subscribe. Please guys, our channel is very nearer to 1k subscribers. Okay, I am expecting today completed by today itself only before going to end the session. So please do a favor about me or for me before ending the session. Please guys, please, I want to see and also I want to share the experience, I mean with you only, how I can feel once if I reach 1000 subscribers in the same session. Okay, please let's make it happen. This is a last session where we are going to see that 1000 number or 1000 figure. So please guys, let's make it happen to achieve 1k subscribers as soon as possible, because I am expecting to complete on this session only. Please guys, I am that one only I am expecting from your side for the day. Okay, because so far we have really we conducted many sessions and also I have delivered many concepts, either it is from Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Samir. Thank you so much. Yeah, that is where I am expecting for this session, guys. Please make me happy on this session only. Tomorrow onwards, we don't see 1000 again. So that's why I'm requesting you all. Please support the live stream and also please respond the questions what I am asking during in between the explanation. Okay. So now let's move on to our actual concept. This is the main important concept and task for us for today live session. Okay, so here what exactly this state transition technique, again I am explaining, please listen carefully. So here any software application will navigate from one state to another state based upon the input data and based upon the user actions. That is called as state transition testing. Okay, that is called as state transition testing technique. Okay, that is called as state transition testing technique. So simple words we can tell it like navigation testing is nothing but the state transition testing, right? Navigation testing is nothing but the state transition technique. Okay, state transition testing technique. So here state transition testing is a process of checking does the application is navigating properly or not for all the possible user actions. Okay, for all the possible user actions, right? State transition testing is a process of checking does the application is navigating properly or not for all the possible user actions. If I am using some banking application means, okay, while navigating from one screen to another screen, whether that screen is properly navigating or not, we are going to test. That testing is called as state transition testing. Means for the first time if you are login, that is one state. After logging in, you are going to home page, that is also one state. After home page, you are making some transaction, that is one more uh, state. After making the transaction, you are going to print some receipt, right? So that is also one state. After that, you are going to take out some logout from that particular banking application, that is also one state. So during these phases or sequentially what you started from login to logout, you made some, I mean you make some actions, right? So all these actions are in making like state by state or not, we are going to test. Means it is navigating one by one in a proper way or not, we are going to test. That is called as state transition technique, right? That is called as state transition technique. So I will tell you one example here. I will tell you one example here by taking our ATM. Okay, our ATM. Okay, I am going to take an example. For example, there is an ATM called HDFC ATM. Okay, HDFC ATM is there. I am going to write or I am going to explain you by taking that as an example. So please listen carefully. So far what I have discussed, this state transition testing will cover the scenario what I am going to take now. Okay, let me draw something here so that it will be easy for you to understand the concept here. Okay. Okay, so here first once entering the, okay, first I mean before that only what I need to do, okay, let me draw a diagram here. Then access to account, okay, and then this one will do. Okay, so next first step here will be what I will do. If I entered into ATM, so I need to insert my card, right? I need to insert my card. So if that card what I inserted, if that is valid one, okay, if that is valid one, what it will ask for me, which one it will ask, okay, better I can take here text only so that it will be easy for us to understand, but instead of taking the diagrams here. Okay, first I am inserting the card, inserting, okay, otherwise ATM will ask you to insert card. Okay, ATM will ask you to insert card here. So after I inserted the card, what is our next state here? What is our next state? It will ask for pin, right? It will ask for pin, right? It will ask for pin, exactly, right? So when it will ask for the pin, when it will ask for the pin, let me know from the live chat. Let me know from the live chat, guys. Once if you inserted your card, when it is going to ask you for the pin. Let me know from the live chat. When it is going to ask you for the pin. Please let me know from the live chat. So once I entered into ATM, I inserted my card. Okay, it is asking me to insert the card. I insert the card. So the next state what it is, it will ask for the pin. So when it is going to ask for the pin, please let me know from the live chat. Okay, first before asking for the pin, there is one thing we need to validate. Means if that card is valid, okay, if the card is valid, then only it will ask you for pin, right? Then only it will ask you for pin. Means once if I inserted the card, then if the card is valid, then only it will ask us to enter the pin. If the card is not valid, then it will throw some messages, right? It will throw some messages. Okay, let me take here then. Okay, it will throw some error message. Okay, it will throw some error message saying that card is invalid or something. Okay. Okay, error. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, first I inserted the card. If the card is valid, then only it is asking me to enter the pin. If the card is invalid, okay, if the card is invalid, it will throw you error. Card is invalid, it will throw the below error what I mentioned there, error. Okay, right? Card is invalid, it will throw the error here. Okay, so this is also one thing. Okay, this is also one thing. Card is invalid, it will throw error. If you insert the card, if it is a valid card, then it will ask for the pin. If you insert the card, if the card is invalid, it will throw you some error, right? So after entering the pin, so it is asking for the pin, right? So now what you will do, you are going to enter the pin. Okay, you are going to enter the pin, right? First try. For example, this is my first try. Okay, for example, this is my first try. Okay, this is my first try, right? So again, so what happened during this time, I entered some wrong pin. Okay, it asked for pin, then I entered here the first time. So here I entered some wrong pin. Okay, here I entered one wrong pin. Okay, here I entered one wrong pin. So this is for wrong pin. Okay, this is for wrong pin. Okay, wrong pin I entered here. So again what I will do, again I will try to do it one more time. Okay, again second try is coming. Okay, again second try is coming here, right? Again second try is coming. Okay, again second try is coming. Again I am entering what? Wrong pin. Okay, again I am entering wrong pin here. At my second try also I am entering the which one? Wrong pin. I am entering the which one? Wrong pin. Okay, again I am entering the wrong pin here. Okay, again I am entering the wrong pin at my third try also. Second try also I entered the wrong pin. So third try also will be there, right? Third try also I am trying. So what will happen, we will see now. Okay, second try wrong pin. Again I am going to enter it one more time, that is third try. Okay, that is which one? Third try. Okay, that is which one? Third try, or try number 3 in simple words. Okay, third try. So what will happen? Okay, what will happen during this time? What will happen during this time? So let me take a text here. Okay, let me take a text here saying that, so once if I inserted my card, if my card is valid, it is asking me to enter the pin. If my card is invalid, it is showing some error. So we will consider this case here. After asking for the pin, for the first time I entered on wrong pin here. Second try I entered some wrong pin here. So then at the third time I entered the correct pin here. Okay, third try I entered correct pin here, saying that pin is okay now. Okay, saying that pin is okay. Okay, now no issues with my pin number. I entered it proper correct pin only. Okay, so now what I am going to do, so now I can able to which one access my account, right? Now are you able to see my screen or not, guys? Are you listening or not? Please let me know, guys. I am bit confused about you people, whether are you able to listen my voice and the content what I am discussing, is it understandable or not? Please let me know at least. Okay, so now here I can able to access my account. Okay, so here I can able to access my account. Okay, so access to account, right? Access to my account. So I will tell you in a clear way again, no problem. Yes, thank you so much, Avadut Yadav, thank you so much. So here again I am telling, first I insert my card. If my card is valid, it is asking for pin. If my card is not valid, it is showing some error, it is throwing error. So once if I entered my pin, sorry, it is asking, right? So first time unfortunately I entered my pin as wrong. Okay, the entered pin is wrong one. So again I tried the second try. So again I entered the wrong pin number. So on third try I entered the correct number here. The pin number is telling okay. So now I can able to access my account here. Okay, now I can able to access my account here. When it will be, it is my third try. So now there is one more. Is there. At my second try only my pin is okay. Okay, so this is for third try, and my second try also it is okay. These are all the different test cases I am telling. Okay, these are all the different test cases on different scenarios. Okay, so now pin is okay. At the first try also, if we enter the correct pin also, I am going to access my account. Okay, so these are the different okay, different I will tell you. Okay, so I am coming in descending order. Okay, first I inserted my card. If card is valid, it is asking me for to enter the pin. Okay, on my first try I entered some wrong pin, and again on the second try I am entering my wrong pin, and the third try I entered some wrong pin. Okay, I mean sorry, pin is correct now, then I can able to access my account here. Okay, now before the third try I entered the correct pin. At second try only I can able to access my account. First try I entered my correct pin, then I can able to access my account. So now on these three tries you can see the difference here. First try it is successful, for second try also I wrong, it is successful, and third try again at the third time I entered the correct pin and I can able to access my account. So there is one more. Okay, there is one more scenario. Okay, there is one more scenario is there, where I am going to try it for fourth time. Okay, where I am going to try to enter the which one, fourth try, right? This is my fourth try. Okay, this is my fourth try. Okay, this is my fourth try. So what will happen at fourth try means, so I entered again the wrong pin only. Okay, I entered again the wrong pin. I entered again the wrong pin at my fourth time. Okay, so this time what happened is, okay, this time what happened after four attempts, what happened, my card got blocked. Okay, my card got blocked finally. It is happy to see, right? Whenever you are facing this scenario in real time I am telling. Okay, so it is happy to see whenever it happened for any one of you, it is happy to see, right? If you are getting this kind of errors after multiple attempts saying that your card got blocked, so what we can do then? No money. Okay, no money, no use, right? Okay, so this is what you can see, you can observe closely. So the definition what I mentioned here, that is state transition testing technique, which will exactly suitable for the scenario what I just now showed to you. Okay, I just now what you shown to you, right, which will match you the exact scenario, which means there are various different types of transitions. Okay, there are various different types of transitions are happened here. Okay, the first transition here is how this ATM will went. If you entered insert card, that card is valid, asking for the pin. First try a wrong pin, second try a wrong pin, third try I provide the correct pin, then I can able to access my account. So for the second test case, first the same inserted card is valid, asking for the pin. First try only I entered the correct pin number, I can able to access. In the same way, it is our second test case. Means first try I entered wrong pin, second try the entered pin is correct, then it is going to access my account. For the third test case, first time wrong, second time wrong, third time okay. And the fourth test case, fourth try, what it happened? If I entered wrong pin again, my card got blocked. So if I entered, if the inserted code is not valid, I am getting some error here. This is for fifth test cases. We can closely observe here. I have written here how many test cases? How many test cases? Totally 5 test cases. Again, we can create one more test case here. Okay, that card is valid. Okay, before inserting the card, I inserted in reversely. Okay, if we insert reversely, it is not going to accept, right? That one also we can consider as one more test case. Okay, if the card is card valid here but inserted reversely, card is valid. Okay, inserted, insert reverse. Okay, card is valid but insert is reverse. So this is also one test case, we can consider it as one more test case. So totally if you can observe here, I have covered totally 6 test cases here, right? So I will let you know again. So okay, so I am going to write down some diagrams here. This is our one test case. For the first try the pin is okay, I can able to access my account. So for the second try, this is also one test case, I can able to access my account. And for the third try also, I entered, before the third try I entered 2 times the wrong pins, right? The third time I entered the correct pin, I can able to access my account. So this is one third test case. Then fourth try, okay, even after entering the 3 times the wrong pin, you are going to enter the wrong pin again the fourth try. Okay, so during this time also there is one test case, this is called as test case 4. So during this time your card got blocked. So totally 4 test cases got created during the entering the pins only. Okay, totally 4. And as we discussed, so this is also one test case. Okay, this is also one test case. So where inserted, I inserted the card but the card is not a valid, this is also one test case. And the last one, as I mentioned, I inserted the card but the card is the which I inserted, right, the card is in reverse mode. Okay, this is also one test case. So now you can see I have covered almost 6 test cases with the help of state transition testing technique. Okay, with the help of state transition technique I have covered totally how many? 6 test cases here. Okay, 6 test cases. I am getting some error here, error saying that card is invalid, card is valid, inserted reverse. Okay, I am getting some error message here for the 6th test case. Okay, it is telling card is valid and inserted reverse, so that's why I am getting error here. In the same way you will get some error message if that card is invalid. Okay, you can find the difference here. Here the whatever the card I inserted, that is invalid itself. So here whenever I inserted, during the time of inserting I inserted into reverse mode, so that's why I'm getting an error here. So remaining 4 are related to the transitions only, so that's why we are calling it as a state transition technique. It is also a process of checking does the application is navigating properly or not for all the possible user actions. So these are all the user actions, possible user actions, that the actions what I have shown you, right, these are all the possible user actions. So based upon my user actions, whether that application is behaving properly or not, we are going to test with the help of state transition technique. In simple words, we can call this state transition technique as navigation technique. Okay, so far if you have any one of you, if you have any questions, please let me know from the live chat. I am taking break for 2 minutes. From now you can ask any kind of questions if you have. Okay, so far everything is clear. I hope up to my knowledge I explained you. If any one of you are not sure about this concept, again if you want me to repeat, I will repeat it to you one more time. If not required, we can go for, there is one more technique that is called as use case based technique or use case based testing. So please guys, please help our channel to reach 1k subscribers today itself. So please help me on that one to achieve. Okay, so and also please raise all your questions. If you have any questions in the live chat, please ask your questions. If you have any questions from the live chat, I will explain you for you all the questions. Okay, please, you can take your time from now onwards till 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, you can ask any type of question like automation or manual. And also I have uploaded 2 videos today. One is related to retry analyzer, where we are going to retry for the failed test method until unless we are going to declare it as a failure. Okay, and the other one is how to read the CSV file. That is a basic program, but I am not explained much in that particular video, but that is for your just reference only. I just provided you. Come on guys, if you have any questions, please raise in the live chat. Either it will be Avdut Yadav, Samir or Rajak Sheikh or one more Vidyasagar or any one of you. Please ask me from the live chat. Please ask me from the live chat. If you have any other questions, I will try to explain you for all your questions. Okay, please guys, and also help our channel to reach 1k subscribers today itself. Come on guys, any one of you what I spelled right, the names, please. Come on guys, I am expecting any one of you. You can ask the question. I am expecting at least 1 or 2 questions from your side, as I am providing 2 or 3 minutes of time for your questions. Please utilize this session for your questions as well. Come on guys, only 25 subscribers left to achieve this 1k subscribers. I want to celebrate this moment with you people only. Please support the stream and please help me to reach 1k subscribers guys, please. Actually I am eating banana now. No problem. Yeah, you can ask any questions if you have, please. So far I have discussed a very good concepts, that is state transition testing and boundary value analysis and decision table testing. Okay, earlier I have discussed about boundary value analysis and also equivalence class partitioning as well. Okay, I guess so no one will have any questions. So moving to the next concept, that is called as test case summary report. Okay, that is called as test case summary report. So let me open that paint application where exactly we are currently. Okay, so that it will be easy for us. Okay, let me open testing approaches, not state transition, not decision table, not ECP, not test case, not. I want STLC, right? I want STLC thing to show to you. Yeah, STLC, it is available here. Okay, open with paint. Okay, open with paint, and let me close the existing one that is called as state transition testing. Save, and yeah, now you can able to see what I am showing currently. Okay, now I am going to show you which one I am showing currently, the one which will tell you about the STLC, what are all the different activities. So currently we are in test design phase, so where I have discussed already about test scenario summary report, test cases, and now I am going to discuss about test cases summary report. So far the design techniques what we have discussed, that will comes under this test cases only. So later we have the concept called test cases summary report. So once if we finished all our test cases with the different types of test case design techniques, we are going to make one report that is called as test case summary report, where it will show all the test cases, and also where it will show all the how many priority based and how many low priority, high priority, medium priority. So those and all the information we are going to update in this particular report, that is called as which one, test case summary report or test case summary template. Okay, test case summary report or test case summary report. Okay, okay na guys. So I'm going to start this one now, so please respond from the live chat. Sir, can you please explain use case based testing? Yeah, there is one thing, so why I did not explain you about that one, because first let me complete this test case summary report. Okay, I already know that I missed out that use case based technique. Okay, I will tell you once this test case summary report and the remaining what are all we have, because that is very small concept only, there is nothing to discuss more about this that use case based testing, like how we discussed for BVA, ECP, state transition testing, which will take more time, right? So that's why it will take only 2 minutes of time, what exactly this use case based testing. So that's why I am not discussing that one currently. It won't take much time to discuss about use case based testing. So that's why I am going to show how this test case summary template will looks like, or test case summary report will looks like, because many people are watching now. Okay, that's why I don't want to lose you people, because I want to show you how this test case summary report will looks like. So that's why I did not discussed about use case based testing. If I discussed about that one during in between this time, many people or one or two people will lose this test case summary report what I am discussing currently. So that's why I am not telling that one. Sorry for that. Okay, please guys, please try to understand. I remembered that. Okay, someone has subscribed, I am not able to see their name because of this paint application. The one who subscribed just now, thank you so much for your love and support. Okay, so that is the reason only, Sindhuja Nitirajan, that is the only reason. Okay, why I did not discuss about use case based testing, because the priority here is test case summary report, so that the people who are watching currently, they will know. After that I don't know how many will be here or how many are dropping. So that's why I want to show this one exactly. Okay, that's why I want to show you test case summary report. I don't know, someone polled the vote like these sessions are not helping for them when I am discussing manual testing. Okay, no problem, but I got mostly 96% of the people polled their vote as yes, saying that they are getting some knowledge about all these sessions. Okay, I don't bother about the people who are not getting knowledge from this session. Okay, so thank you so much for your poll who mentioned the no. Okay, I don't bother, because you know already, or might you not like the way I am explaining, but I know the people who are currently watching, they are getting at least. Okay, that's why I'm telling each and everything in a clear. Okay, that's why I'm taking more time as well on explanation. I am not feeling good if you mention like that. Okay, that is acceptable. Where there is positive, that there will be negative also. I can accept anything. Okay, no issues. Thanks for your poll who mentioned for no. Okay, so now moving to the next template, that is called as test case summary report. Okay, once if we prepared all our test cases with the help of all these test case design techniques what we have discussed so far, we are going to uh, prepare a template, right? That is called as test case summary report. You can see here under test design phase there is one sub concept called as test case summary report. Let me open one Excel document. Okay, let me open one Excel document so that I can show to you how this test case summary report will looks like. Okay, let me open XLSX file. From there I will show you. Thank you so much guys, thank you so much. No problem. Okay, no issues. Let me open that .xlsx file. New. Okay, yeah, currently I am opening my Excel document. I think you are not able to see that one. Okay, now I am going to minimize my screen, paint screen. Okay, and opening my XLSX file document currently. Okay, now are you able to see? I guess guys, are you able to see my screen, right? With where it is opening XLSX document. Okay, so here let me do zoom here. Let me zoom a little this particular document. So this is all about test case summary report. Okay, this is all about test case summary report. Okay, this is all about test case summary report, right? So here test cases we written now just now, right? So we have written some test case for ATM. Okay, where I am going to make some wrong pin test case, right pin test case, likewise I mentioned, right? So for all those I am going to considering like a module name as which one? Module name. Okay, the first field here is module name. Okay, then the next field here is, yeah guys, exactly, I'm really sorry guys, I'm not able to see the people who are subscribing currently. So I'm really sorry for that one. Because of this Excel document I am missing the people who are subscribing till. Okay, I am really appreciating guys for all your love and support. Let's make it happen guys. Only 19 subscribers are required to go for 1k subscribers guys. So please support the stream, please support the stream, and please help me to reach 1k subscribers on this same session only. Okay, we are only 19 subscribers are left. Okay, with 1k subscribers. Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you so much, thank you so much, Satyanand Kumar. No worries, no worries. Okay, sometimes it will be happen, no issues. I don't know for which topic you are talking about. Okay, let it be. So let me focus on the content now. So this is how the which one test case summary report document will looks like. So module name you need to mention. Okay, what is your module name? And admin, if that is a banking application or something, like if I can take ATM application only. Okay, ATM center. Okay, ATM, then I can take the scenarios like for example if wrong pin, wrong pin, correct pin. Okay, so and after that card not valid. Okay, card not valid, and ATM insert card. Okay, these are all the different test cases what we have discussed so far. Okay, here, okay, here it will tell you number of test cases. This is just an example only I am showing. Okay, you can correlate with the concept what we have discussed so far. Okay, you can correlate the concept what we have discussed so far. So here number of test cases, how many are there? P0, P1, P2, P3. Okay, likewise it will be. So here P0. Thank you so much guys, thank you so much for your support. I am getting some notification here. Thank you so much for your love and support. Yeah, Manish Kumar, thank you so much for your subscription. The people who are watching the screen now, You can able to see, right? Manish Kumar just now subscribed. Thank you so much for your valuable subscription. Thank you so much for your time and love towards the channel, for spending your time. Okay, I am not understanding what I am talking this time, because our channel is very closer to 1,000 subscribers, so that's why I'm telling something differently, spelling something differently. No issues. Coming back to the session. So so there are some test cases with some high priorities, and also with some priority 1, and which are some priority 2, which are some priority 3. Here P0 means very high priority test cases, P1 means high priority test cases, P2 means medium priority test cases, P3 means low priority test cases. We don't have very low priority test cases as well. Okay, keep that in mind. We don't have very low priority test cases. Still we have, till P3 only we have priorities. Okay, P0, P1, P2, P3. If that is very high priority where it is blocking your functionality, we can consider it as a P0. So if it is somewhat okay, so then we can call it as high priority. If it is not allowing, I mean if it is allowing some for some transaction period, if it is not allowing some remaining means, then we can consider it as P2 priority, that is medium priority, and P3 means low priority. We can consider it after the build got released. Okay, that is about P3 priorities. So here we have all these priorities. So this is how this test case summary report will looks like actually. Okay, this is how this test case summary report will looks like actually. Okay, this is how this test case summary report will looks like actually, right? This is how this test case summary report will looks like. Nothing. What are the different fields we have here means, the first one here is module name, where we are going to define the module name, for which module we are going to create these test cases. We are going to mention that particular module name. After that, the ATM insert card is my scenario, and wrong pin is my scenario or test case. I can mention here, sorry. Correct pin is one more test case, card not valid is one more test case. Out of these ATM insert card and something like that, how many are P0 and P1, P2, P3 test case, we are going to mention here. Okay, we are going to mention all those and updating here in these fields. For example, for ATM insert card, out of P0, P1, P2, P3, I found one P0 priority defect. Okay, sorry, priority test cases, not P1, P2, P3 defects. Okay, priority test cases, it means P0 means high priority, very high priority test cases. P0 is 1. Okay, so then coming to the P1, right? Coming to the P1, how many are there? Totally 5 test cases are there. So next coming to the medium, so how many are there? Totally 6, this plus 2. Okay, then totally 8. Now count is 8, become 8. So now P3 very low, this will become 2, right? So now the total how much it will be? Now the total will be 10, right? Now the total will be 10, and here I can mention as total. Okay, total number of test cases are 10. Out of 10, one test case is very high priority, 5 test cases are which one? High priority, and 2 test cases are medium priority, and 2 more test cases are for which one? Low priority. So this is how this actual test case summary report will looks like. Okay, that is all about test case summary report will tells you all about. Okay, so this report will helps management to estimate the time needed for the test case execution. Okay, so after the creation of the test cases, what we are going to do? We are going to execute, right? So based upon this report only, your management will get some help to estimate the how much time it will require for the execution of our test cases, how much time it will require to execute all our test cases. So during that time, this report is going to help you a lot. Okay, this test case summary report will help your manager or lead or your management to estimate the time needed for the test execution. Based upon this summary report only, this test case summary report only, your management, is going to estimate the execution time. Okay, that is all about the test case summary report. So as uh, Sindhuja requested, tell me about use case based testing. So here use case based testing is a brief description of actor, actions and system response. Okay, actor, actions and system response. So here actor means you can consider me as an actor, and what are the actions I am going to perform, and based upon the actions how my system is responding. Okay, so that is called as use case based testing. Means use case based testing is a brief description about actor, actions and system responses. Okay, this use case based testing will describe about actor, which means it will tell me about me, actions, what are the different actions I am performing, which will tell about that one as well, and then which will tell about how the system is responding based upon my actions, based upon the actor. Okay, how the system is responding based upon the actions provided by the actor, which will describe about all these things. Okay, this use case based testing will describes about mainly actor who is going to perform some actions, based upon the actions how the system is responding. Okay, use case based testing is a process of checking whether the application is as per the use cases or not. Okay, application is behaving as per the use cases or not, means based upon the use cases only we are going to test our testing, right? That is called as use case based testing. In simple word, it will give you some brief description about actor. As an actor I am going to perform some actions, based upon the actor performed the actions that system is going to respond. That is called as use case based testing. That is called as use case based testing. Okay, that is called what? Use case based testing. Okay, use case based testing is a process of checking whether the application is working as per the use cases or not. Okay, as per the use cases or not. If the really application make as per the use cases, it is meeting the customer requirements. Okay, are you getting, guys, what is use case based testing? Are you understand now? Are you understood now or what? Tell me. Understand, understood. Understand is different, understood is different, understanding is different. If you are still understanding means I can tell you one more time. If you already understood means I don't explain you anymore. If you are not started means I will explain you one more time. Understand I will do, understanding I will do, but understood means we will continue with the next topic then. Please let me know from the live chat. Understand or understanding I will explain. Understood means I will move to the next concept. No worries. Okay, I will move to the next concept. No issues. Please let me know from the live chat. So far we have discussed about more than 1.5 hour, means 1 hour 51 minutes we discussed so far. Okay, so we came almost conclusion about this manual testing series. So still there are many things are there, like defect life cycle or bug life cycle. Okay, remaining also we have, and also I am going to give you one offer here, saying that database testing also I am going to discuss in the same manual testing series only. Once if we completed this manual testing, I am going to discuss about database testing as well. That is on tomorrow or tomorrow evening or day after tomorrow or day after tomorrow evening. Okay, day after tomorrow evening or day after tomorrow morning or tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, I am going to discuss about database testing as well. How, what is a database testing, how to perform the database testing, which API we can use to perform this database testing, what exactly we are testing during this database testing. I am going to show you with an example, and how we can fetch something which is already there in the database. For example, there is some application, Orange HRM application. That Orange HRM application, I want to fetch the username and password from the database. Okay, in my case I'm going to show you with the help of MySQL. Okay, with the help of MySQL I am going to store Orange HRM credentials into my database. So later I am entering the user credentials by fetching from the database. Okay, this is what I am going to show you on tomorrow session if possible, if not on day after tomorrow session. Okay, thank you so much guys. So till now everything is clear or not about this use case based testing or not? Can you please tell me in English? Cool Maddie, thank you so much for visiting the channel, and also thank you so much for your time spending on these sessions. Thank you so much for your love and support. Please support our channel to reach 1k subscribers as soon as possible. I came with an expectation of we are going to achieve today itself only, but after getting that 984 subscribers it is not possible to get 16 more subscribers in this particular session. Okay, please try to understand guys, and please try to support all the videos which are coming from our channel and all the streams which I am going to provide from the my channel Selenium Tech Automation, which will really helps you a lot during your interview preparation, or your during your uh, interview preparation, or your during your real time experience, or attending for interviews, anything it will be. Please guys, how do we connect all the templates, meaning primary key field to connect them? What exactly, Sindhuja Nitirajan, you are asking? I'm not getting. How do we connect all the templates, meaning primary key field to connect them? Okay, so guys, practically in real time, yeah, practically you can update or you can upload with the help of ALM tool is available there, that is application lifecycle management, where we can import the test case documents, test data documents, or where we can export the test case document or test plan documents, anything. Those are all templates. There is a feature which is available inside our ALM tool. From there we are having one tab that is called as import or export. So once if you click on that import button, so it will ask you from where you want to import. Once if you want to export the template, there is a field called as export button. If you click, it will ask you to export to which folder. Okay, so in real times usually we will keep some SharePoint folders actually. Okay, where everyone can access the SharePoint folder, where the manager and lead and the tester will can track all their test results. So these documents are going to be stored in which one? SharePoint folder, where everyone can access. Even your client also can go and take your updated document, and he can also review the test cases, and also he can also review the test results, and also he can also review the test reports as well. Okay, right? So SharePoint is the main place to track all the test execution results, to track all the test case creations, to track all the test scenario templates, everything. And also we will place all our test plan templates as well in that particular SharePoints folder. By defaultly, if you are joining in a company, if you are joining as a manual tester, means they will provide you some access for you to access that particular SharePoint folder, where everyone is placing their documents once if they finish it off their work. Okay, after that your lead is going to review all your test case documents. Okay, documents will be in the form of Word files, the test data in the form of .xlsx files. Okay, that is a different documents where you are uploading inside your SharePoint folder, mentioning regression folder these many documents, sanity testing these many, smoke testing these many are the defect reports, these many are the defects present inside that particular defect tracker.xlsx file. Okay, the in this way we can configure, or in this way we can review all the test related documents. So next, what is our next concept here? what is our next concept here? Test execution. Okay, so now going to the next phase, that is called as test execution. Let me show you the same here. Okay, let me show you the same here, that is called as test execution. Okay, that is called as test execution. Okay, let me show my XLSX paint application, where you can able to see my test case design techniques screen. Okay, where you can able to see my test case design techniques screen. Okay, paint, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we have covered test case summary report as well. Okay, and also we have discussed all the test case design techniques from beginning, equivalence class partitioning, from beginning boundary value analysis, from beginning state transition testing, from beginning state transition testing, from beginning decision table testing, from beginning the last one, which one? Use case based testing. So these are all 5 testing, test case design techniques we have discussed so far from yesterday. Now I am going to discuss about test execution, that is the last before phase. Okay, so here what is test execution exactly? So I don't think it is not required to explain you, but anyway I can explain you, no issues. Test execution also it will be the like the same only, right? No problem, I can explain you. Okay, in this phase we will carry out the conducting some smoke testings, and also we are going to executing our test cases, right? During this test execution phase we are going to conduct some smoke testing, and also we are going to conducting some regression testing, and also we are going to conduct some which one, retesting anything. But smoke testing is the primary testing technique before going for remaining testings techniques. Okay, before going to perform regression or retesting or any kind of testing, first we need to perform this smoke testing. Based upon the smoke test results only we are going to finalize whether these tests are working fine or not, based upon the previous changes inside our application. Okay, so here once if we build a once if we receive a build for the testing, we are going to conduct the smoke test to decide whether the given application is testable or not before going to start our actual test cases execution. If smoke testing got passed, we will start executing all our test cases, that is either regression, that is either functional or any kind of testing. But the primary testing here is what? Smoke testing. Okay, but the primary testing here is smoke testing. And then if the smoke testing will fail, we are going to rejecting the build. During our smoke testing, if there are any defects, again it is means we are going to reject that particular build. Okay, that is about the execution phase. Okay, that is about test case execution phase or test execution phase. Okay, in this phase we are going to carried out conducting the smoke test and executing the test cases. Okay, during the conducting the smoke testing means what? Once a tester will receive a build, then the tester is going to conduct some smoke test. Why he is going to conduct means to decide whether the given application is testable or not before going to start his actual testing technique, that is either regression, that is either retesting, that is either functional testing or system testing. Any kind of testing before going to start, he is going to mention this testing, that is called as smoke testing, and then followed by he is going to continue with executing the test cases, his actual test cases. Okay, so with this we covered almost which one, this software testing life cycle. Once the test execution got completed, based upon the defects what you are getting, we are going to again updating the developer. Once that also resolved, we are going to make some test closure based upon the results, based upon the functionality. Okay, that is about the last phase. There is nothing to tell about test closure. Okay, so that's why I am not telling about test closure there. Okay, that is simple one only. So or else I can tell you, no problem. So what is test closure exactly? Because so far we discussed many more things, so that's why I take it as a light. Anyway, I can explain you about that one as well, so that you will get at least some knowledge about this test closure, what it will do. So we can stop testing when the following conditions are met. So here, what are the following conditions means? So what are the following conditions means here, if all the prepared test case are executed successfully and passed. What I suggested, if test execution means if all our test case are working fine, then we are going for closing our test. That is one scenario. And if all identified defects are resolved and it's closed, so during that time also we are going to close the test. So in these two different scenarios, we are going to perform this test closure updation based upon the test case execution results. If everything is working fine, then no problem. If there are any defects, if you already addressed, and if you reported to developer, again he provided some fixes, now it is executing workingly fine means, then you are going to decision to take on that particular test case closure or test closure. Okay, so that is all about the STLC, that is software testing life cycle. So far I have discussed all the concepts what I have mentioned here. Okay, so any other questions does anyone have, please ping me in the live chat, and also help our channel to reach 1k subscribers, guys. I am requesting you all again and again, please guys, 1k subscribers, it is not far than anything. Okay, so please, any other questions if you have, please ask me from the live chat. Come on guys, if anyone have any questions, you can ask from the live chat, no issues, we can discuss straight away. Okay, we can discuss straight away, no issues. Please let me know from the live chat if anyone have any questions till this point. So and also, if anyone wants any anyone have any knowledge about ALM, at least tab wise, who does the test closure? So we can only close the test closure because, for example, as a tester I am tested one test case which is working fine, right? So during this time I can update this to test closure, or there is a lead, right? Your lead is going to collect all the test execution results. Based upon his analysis, he is going to update. There is a field called as test closure, whether it is okay or not or in progress. Okay, lead is going to take a vote about this test closure, but from our side we will confirm testing is perfectly fine, then you can close that particular test case. So the same we are going to update to the lead. So then the lead will consider all the test case, then he is going to take a vote about when to close. If everything is okay, he is going to close, marking that all are working fine or something. If still there are some, when to stop testing. Saswati Saumya, thank you so much, welcome to the stream. When to stop testing, yeah, here only, right? When to stop testing, how to stop testing. So see, when to stop testing means there is some test planning is there, right? So during that test planning only we are going to discuss. Okay, we are going to discuss. Okay, so as I mentioned here already, QA manager, okay, QA manager and test manager will sit together, and these guys will discuss the test strategy. Okay, based upon this test strategy only, team lead is going to define the test plans, right? So here what exactly a test plan means, it is a detailed work plan that will explain about test approach. So the question what you have asked here what you have asked here is which will comes under test approach. So where we will discuss what to do first, what to do next, what to do stop, when to start. Okay, so here only we are going to decide if there are any build deployments or anything is going on. So during that time, okay, during that time you can request or someone can tell you, you can stop the testing. At the same time, once if everything got completed, we can raise our flag saying that we are going to stop the testing because of something, it is not going to happen properly. Okay, means if there are any defects which is completely blocking you, we are going to raise a flag. don't do testing, there are some still some deployments or something is going on. So in that way we can easily tell to that particular team when to stop testing or something. Okay, it is depends upon the time and depends upon the situation, but usually during the planning only they will came up with some solution. There are some certain target lines when to stop this testing. Okay, if everything is as expected, then finally they are going to stop testing. If there are any obstacles or any obstacles, so during that time also they will stop us to do testing until unless that is going to be working perfectly fine. If there are any deployments is going on, unfortunately someone is doing something, so during that time also your lead or your manager will announce you to stop the testing for some time on that particular environment. Means it is completely depends upon the different situations on different criterias. Okay, there is no particular answer for this particular when to stop testing. It is all situation, time, resource, everything. Okay, am I clear? I guess Saswati, Soumya, what you were expecting. Guys, does anyone have any other questions? Please ask me from the live chat, guys. Yes, Swati Soumya. Actually, I have a plan to conduct mock interviews once our channel will reach to 1K subscribers. I have already planned 6 months back only. From that day onwards, I am keep on telling to everyone, please interact with me. Please try to attend for mock interviews. So to conduct mock interviews, I put a plan like once if our channel required to, reach to 1K subscribers, so then I will think about this actual plan to conduct mock interviews. Okay, so no issues about that one. And also I need to purchase that Zoom application, and I have to configure that Zoom application to our which one, YouTube application. So it requires some financial support, but I don't bother about financial support. I have enough support from my end only. But what I am telling, once if I purchase that particular Zoom application for saying 6 months duration or 1 year duration, so after purchasing, if I conduct mock interviews, if no one is attending, means then there was no use of to invest the money to purchase that particular product, right? So that is where I am concerning about. I can purchase at any time, but my first target is to reach 1K subscribers. After reaching the 1K subscribers, within 1 week I am going to purchase that Zoom application, and I am going to configure into our YouTube channel. Then we will start with some small like 1 or 2 interviews with basic things like for freshers. Okay, first you will start based upon the uh, crowd availability, the people availability, I am going to conducting the mock interviews. Okay, because once if I purchase, if no one is joining, means then we are wasting our the time period, right? The time period what we buy it, right? So that time period we are going to be wasted. So that is where I'm, if everything is permitting, I don't have any issue. I can take one step forward, and I will go and purchase that particular product, and I will configure it inside our YouTube application. Then we can happily conduct our mock interviews, so that everyone can know about how the real time interview questions will happen. And also again what I am telling, there are 3 more concepts are coming soon from my channel. That is not from the live session, that is from videos only. Okay, I am not telling it, I am going to explain you during the live session the 3 concepts. Okay, where it is very important for your interview questions. The first concept here is, can you please any one of you let me know how to send an extent report along with the screenshot. Okay, how to send a screenshot, how to send a action report along with the screenshot, where the other the person who received, right, he can also able to open my screenshot. So can anyone please tell me, if you know that solution, please provide me in the live chat as yes. If you don't know also, you can provide in the live chat as no. No problem, I will come up with some solution for that question. The question here is, how to send a extent report along with the screenshot, where the other person who received your extent report, he also needs to be able to open your screenshot on his machine, and he needs to get to know why this test method got failed. But yeah, you can tell me, out of the people who are watching, have you know about the question what I asked, how to send an extent report along with the screenshot, where the other guy also have to open that screenshot on his machine, the failed screenshot on his machine. So later, one more question here is, for example, okay, for example, I am working with a test case, mean automation point of view I am telling. Here I am executing one test case where it is having 20 methods, okay, where it is having 20 methods, all are the at the rate test methods only, okay, all are at the rate test methods only. So unfortunately my test method, that is 11th or 12th test method got failed, 12th at the rate test method got failed. So now what I will do, I will go to that console part and I will search for where exactly my method is failing. Then I will go to that particular line and I will update the fix for that particular 12th method on that particular line which is belong to that particular 12th method. So then again I will run, okay, again what I will do, it will run from starting first method, that is from launching the browser, launching the URL. So again it is keep on executing, it is keep on executing, and it came to 12th method again. The previous fix what you provided, it is not working again. Again what you will do, again you will close your browser and you can go to your console and you will see why it is failing this time. Again you will go and update the issue, again you will starting the execution from beginning, that is from launching the browsing, launching the URL. So again you are executing, unfortunately again this time also it is failing. So how many times you will go and fix the error, and how many times you will execute again it from the beginning? So instead of doing that, okay, instead of doing that, okay, forget about that scenario. Instead of doing in that scenario, so what I will do, if you ask me, first I will execute my test case. So where exactly it is failing, at 12th method, right? So now I will provide the fix here, 12th method. So again, so I am going to test whether it is working fine or not after providing the fix. So the next time I don't execute again from the beginning, I am not going to execute the test case from login page. I can execute that test case from the method where exactly it is failing, and also in the same browser instance, in the same session only I can achieve that one, okay. Instead of previous scenario where I am going and updating and again from login, again updating, again login, again updating, again running from login. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do where exactly my method is failing. I want to launch, I want to run it from that particular point only, particular method only. So during this time, anyway, my browser session is still running and my browser instance also the same browser. I am not launching any other browser where I can able to log in, and any other browser where I can do the remaining process. I can use the same browser instance, I can use the same browser session, and I can use the same method only where I provided the fixes, okay. This is also I'm going to provide you with two topics or two different interview questions. These are very very important for you, okay. And I forget one more topic, actually I mentioned three concepts, right? Okay, no problem. Okay, no issues guys. So 988 subscribe, only 12 are required. Okay, what I will do, I will take some break from now till half an hour. So again I will connect after 9:30 or 9:45, or else what I will do, I will conduct one more live stream to see it in a live how we are reaching 1k subscribers, okay guys. Saswita Soumya and Avadut Yadav. Yeah, with help of GitHub. Actually, Avadut Yadav, GitHub will take more time. Better, we can find the best content from YouTube only. I can prefer, because there are many experienced people who explain it in a very good way. Okay, I am not telling it is not possible from my side, but it will take time, and also I need some repository. I need to do some practice. I need to do some couple of test cases. I need to do some practice on that one, whether it is properly pushing or I can able to pull, and how I can show you some pull requests. So these and all which is related to configuration related. So that's why I will suggest you for people to go for the better content from the YouTube, the one who already developed that particular GitHub video, better it will helpful for you, because I am not sure I am going to justify in that concept. Okay, to be frank, I am telling, so far you didn't ask any question to do on this particular questions on something, but I am frankly telling, it is not possible for me to do along with the GitHub, because it requires so many years of experience. At the same time, it will require so many, I mean, so much patience first of all, and also it will require so much knowledge as well, to create pull request, how many accounts we need, how many different mails we need. Okay, but I am very well on performing the git commands. Okay, but what I'm telling, configuration it will require more if I want to start from GitHub. So that's why I'm not touching that concept from initially. Okay, that is where I am currently with GitHub, Avadut Yadav. Please try to understand, guys. So there are many YouTubers are there who made it in a very good way. So that's why I'm suggesting. Okay, that's why I'm suggesting. Apart from that, nothing. If that is possible for me, I can upload from my end only, because I will also get some support from your side. Why I am telling? Okay, it is possible for me, but it takes lots of time, and also it takes lots of patience. First of all, we need that central repositories and the URLs, mails, everything. But I know the GitHub flow. To explain that one also, I required two accounts as well. Okay, actually at least I require two accounts to show you that how this GitHub is working. Okay, any other questions, guys? So please don't miss out the two concepts what I have discussed. The one is related to extent report. You know already, extent report we can send along with the screenshot to others. But what I am telling here, okay, what I am telling here, if you, the screenshot which you send to other people, whether they are not able to access or not, we need to check. Okay, you can able to send the screenshot. Anyway, we configured in such a way that that extent report will configure inside, but the other guy who is opening your extent report, is he able to see your screenshot or not for failed test cases? That is the question. He will get definitely file not found, or file removed, or file deleted, of path not found. Okay, to achieve that one, I have already one solution. Soon I am going to upload that video as well. And also the one more question, how to execute the failed test case on the same browser, the same session, without executing it from the beginning. I can execute that one as well. So please try to go through these videos, these two concepts especially, because very less people will make aware about this one. Okay, yeah, sir, also create video on most asked manual testing questions and automation testing for 3 to 4 years of experience. Yeah, guys, and one more thing I want to suggest you, I have already uploaded many videos, like 2 to 3 videos which are related to experienced interview candidates. Okay, experienced interview questions for experienced candidates. I have already mentioned from automation testing 2 videos, I guess, which are already available in our channel. So please go through all those videos where I mentioned Selenium interview questions for 3 to 4 years of experience, or 3+ years of experienced candidates. I mentioned like 2 videos. If you want, you can check all our videos. Okay, go through our channel and search wherever which is the video you are looking for. Go through all my videos by going through the thumbnails. So how I made. Okay, so please, guys, the way of explanation when I started the YouTube live sessions, the way of explanation how I am doing currently, you can find the difference. I also struggled initial days to explain, because I also feared a lot to show about myself to you all. Okay, so now you can compare with all our videos. I have made almost more than 30 to 70 videos. You can find it easily. And also I have arranged all in a playlist. Okay, if I am discussing about automation, I have kept all my videos in playlist called as automation. If I am discussing about live sessions, I kept it. If I am discussing about interview questions, I have discussed. If I am placing the shorts, I have placed there. If I am discussing about manual testing concepts, I have discussed there and I placed there. So please find out the content from throughout my channel. Okay, please, guys, again I am requesting, go through all my videos, especially for the people who want to start their career from automation testing point of view, and also people who are currently looking with an experience of more than 2 years or 3 years of experience. Okay, please try to understand and please try to utilize the concepts what we are discussing from our channel Selenium Tech Automation, which will really helps you a lot, and you can see the difference. Okay, and you can see the difference between the day when you started and the day when you are now. Okay, where you are now. Okay, you can find the difference easily after going through all my videos. Okay, so please guys, please support the stream and please subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation for more videos. And tomorrow also I am going to take the same session, the manual testing, on tomorrow morning session at 11:30 a.m. sharp, because tomorrow I am visiting to one of my friends village which is in Bangalore. So there they are celebrating their hometown festival. Okay, it is their traditional or regional festival, so where few people are going to celebrate, especially on their particular hometown. Okay, so please guys, please try to understand. Okay, and tomorrow we will see about, so what is a reproducible defect and what is defect severity. So here onwards these are related to interview related concepts only. Okay, what is defect life cycle, what is defect severity, what is defect priority, what is defect reproducible defect, and what is a defect status. Okay, and also what is a defect life cycle. Okay, and also I am going to tell you remaining as well, and also we have defect summary report also. Okay, I am going to show you all these on tomorrow. With this we are going to close our manual testing concepts. Okay, by tomorrow, once the discussion is completed about the defects and defect status, priority, severity, after that I will also discuss about test ALM, I mean test management tool ALM, that is called as application lifecycle management tool. I am not going to tell you briefly, but I can show you and I can tell you what are the different tabs are there and why we are using all those tabs if you are using ALM tool. These are also important tools for interview. If you mentioned in your resume I have used ALM tool as my test management tool, definitely you can come and attend to our session on tomorrow as well, which will be helpful for you, at least one person from my side, if you don't mind. Okay, and then if time permits I will also do this one, that is called as database testing. Okay, so sir, RTM and test data. Okay, okay. So I missed out that one, RTM and test data. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Sindhuja and Niti Rajan. I will discuss on tomorrow then. Okay, is that fine for you? If we discuss on tomorrow, because it's almost 2.5 hours we are discussing continuously without I am taking any drink to water as well. Okay, I did not taken any water so far. I have taken almost 40 minutes back. Even my throat also something rough. When is the morning session, sir? Yes, 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 yes. Uh, Guys, if you are available, uh, example network issues during login. 1 second. Yeah, if you people are available, if you people are available after 10:30, I think it is not possible for you because okay, I got to understand. Okay, most probably we will take it on tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Okay, between 12 p.m. to 11:30 a.m. I am going to conduct the live session where I am going to discuss about this RTM. This RTM means requirement traceability matrix, and the one more is test data. Test data is nothing but the data which we are using. There won't be anything to discuss more about test data. Sindhuja Nitirajan, you have to figure it out. Like, okay, test data is nothing there. Okay, as we know already, test data what we are using. Okay, the test data what we are using to test our application, that we can consider as a test data only. Okay, there won't be major difference or major explanation about test data, but I mentioned there. Okay, but I will discuss about requirement traceability matrix. If time permits I will discuss now only, no issues. 9:26 the time is. So here mapping the requirements to corresponding use cases or test scenarios and test cases. So whatever the things we did right, such as use cases or test scenarios or test cases. So how we are doing all these things? We are doing all these things based upon the customer requirements only. Okay, we are doing writing test cases and writing test scenarios and writing some use cases. So these are all doing based upon the which one requirements only, right, where we are getting from the customer. So those requirements we are mapping to our, okay, those requirements we are mapping to our jobs what we done, like test scenarios or test cases or use cases. So this mapping is called as requirement traceability matrix. Okay, this mapping is called as requirement traceability matrix. Okay, let me open our paint application again. I will show you from there, no issues. Okay, let me open our notepad, I mean paint application. I will show from there. Give me 1 second, guys. It's a bit difficult for me to understand, sorry, to explain now. Okay, I'm feeling thirsty actually. Okay, so now let me explain about that one as well. It won't take much time. So why we are dragging this concept again for tomorrow? Okay, okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. Yeah, now which screen you are watching? Yeah, currently this one only, right? Yeah, now here. So far what we did, right? Okay, now are you able to see or not? Please let me know. Not yet loaded, right? Okay, so as requested by you people, I am going to complete this STLC with this topic that is called as requirement traceability matrix. So let me add it here. That is called as requirement traceability matrix. Okay, so someone has subscribed now. I don't know, it moved to 989 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. I just want to stay today only to achieve this 1k subscribers. Okay, so no problem, 989. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So now I am going to discuss about which one, requirement traceability matrix. Okay, let me, why it is showing like this, that is called as requirement traceability matrix. That is called as requirement traceability matrix. Okay, so here, so far what I have discussed, right, such as we have discussed so far test cases. Okay, test cases we discussed, and test scenarios and use cases also. Based upon the use cases only, that actor action performing the actions, right, actor is performing the actions to see that system is responding properly or not. That is called as use cases. Okay, so far we have discussed about the test cases we have already created, test scenarios also we have already created, use cases also we have already there. So how we are creating these and all? So based upon the which one, based upon the customer requirements. Okay, customer requirements, right? So these we are getting from customer requirements only, right? These we are getting from customer requirements actually. If we are doing this one means, why we are doing all this? Based upon the customer requirements only we are performing the test case creation, test scenarios and use cases and all, right? Okay, which is coming from the which one, customer requirements only. So now we are mapping, okay, now we are mapping this customer requirements to the test cases, test scenarios, test use cases. Okay, then that is called as the which one, requirement traceability matrix. Then that is called as which one, requirement traceability matrix. So for example, I will tell you for one thing. okay, so that you can understand for remaining things as well. Okay, so let me take this as a little 20. I can take the letter size here. Okay, so here for example, as I mentioned here, customer requirements, right? As I mentioned here, customer requirements. Okay, so let me Control Z. I will add it from here. I will show you for one example, you can understand it accordingly. Okay, so then this is the first column for requirement ID, second column for which one, use cases, third column is for which one, test scenario references, third one, fourth one is for test cases references. So here requirement ID and name, what exactly this will contain. For example, I can mention it as requirement ID. Okay, for example, I can mention it like requirement ID. So what exactly this one, in my case the first requirement is to develop the Primus Bank or Orange HRM. Okay, Orange HRM or Primus Bank or HDFC Bank or anything. Okay, we can mention here any kind of bank, any kind of bank. Okay, any kind of bank we can mention here. And for this particular bank I am going to do some which one, any kind of bank, and I am doing here which one, home page. Okay, the first requirement here is home page, right? The first requirement here is home page. Okay, so this is my requirement. Okay, I want to test the first requirement is home page. So next one, which one, after home page, then I am going to my account page. For example, my account is my page. This is also one requirement from the client to develop. So once the developer developed and he assigned to test, so this is the requirement for one more thing. So likewise, so see, based upon the requirement IDs we need to first understand, right? So there are some diagrams will be there, I mentioned use cases. So based upon the use cases only, so how we will get those basic use cases, you will have some version related documents are there. For example, to develop this home page, so there is some use case reference diagram. So based upon the use case reference diagram only they are going to develop their application. At the same time, based upon the use case reference document only we are also going to test. For example, for home page I can mention like 1.21. okay, 1.21. in the same way there are three more documents for the same home page document, sorry, for the same home page module. For example, this is the first requirement and these are the which one, use cases for use case document reference numbers for test in the home page. In the same way we have for my account as well. So this column is for use case references. Okay, use case references. Okay, use case references. So likewise, see, first requirement ID is can develop any kind of bank page. Okay, sir, how to check on error log for manual testing, network issues during login, how to check logs, you can teach tomorrow before my machine. I will see Saswati Soumya. Okay, first I need to understand the question properly. Based upon that I will let you know. Okay, no issues. Okay, now so this is about use case reference. So now based upon this use case reference we are going to create what, test scenarios, right? Test scenario we are going to create. For this also we have some references here. Okay, this is also test scenarios references. Okay, this is also test scenario references such as test. For example, I am telling 001, this is one scenario. Okay, and in the same way for test this is also one scenario. In the same way I have one more. Likewise we can have until the home page module going to be tested, how many scenarios we have, we are going to update all this here. In the same way how many test cases are there for home page. So in the same way we are going to create all the test cases based upon the scenarios. Okay, so likewise for remaining which one, for remaining requirement IDs as well. So here this is for test case id references or references you can mention simply test case references. Okay, so this is how this requirement traceability matrix will looks like. Okay, this is how this requirement traceability matrix will looks like. So here what are the main advantages here? Okay, first of all, is use case reference number mentioned in any other template that you had given here, sir? Yes, use case based upon the use case diagrams only we are going to test, or the based upon the use case diagrams only that developer is going to develop the application. That means high level design and low level design. So where the high level design and low level design means some BA or SA will come and they will draw some ERD diagrams or data diagrams. So those and all we can consider it as a use case diagrams. Okay, those and all we can consider it as a use case diagrams. Okay, getting right? Okay, so then that is about the requirement traceability matrix. So here mapping the requirements to the corresponding use cases for the corresponding the test cases for the corresponding test scenarios, that is called as requirement traceability matrix. So here you can see customer requirement id is kind of bank, any bank it will be home page, at the same time my account. So he is going to mapping his requirement to the use cases, and also he is going to mapping to the corresponding test scenarios and test cases to which one? Requirement id home page. Test case references to the requirement id home page, means mapping the requirements to the corresponding use cases, corresponding test scenarios, corresponding test cases. Okay, that is called as RTM, means requirement traceability matrix. So then moving to the next one, that is what are the advantages of requirement traceability matrix. So now you look everything right. Now what we discussed so far. So as we can trace the requirements, and also we can trace the use cases, and also we can trace the test scenario references, and also we can trace the test case references also, and we can trace it easily with the help of this document. What are all the different traces we have made for different scenarios, different use cases, different references? It will give you overall outcome picture. So how these requirement traceability matrix got arranged all these values here. Okay, it is like a, as we are tracing the requirements, as we are tracing the requirement wise, like for example home page, we have these many use cases and scenarios and references. For home for my account, these are the use case references and test scenario and test case references. As we can trace a group of test cases belong to a particular group, a particular requirement, test execution will go smoothly. Here if a group, what are all the different test cases which are related to home page, so during this time it is easy to identify the test cases which are related to the requirement id home page. So during that time our execution will go in a smoother way. If we don't know where is this test cases and why we are executing, means then there will be no use, and also you will be getting some confused. So that's the reason why with the help of this RTM document we can get to know everything, we can trace each and everything. Okay, with the while doing the mapping requirements to the test cases or test scenarios and use cases. And then and also we can cover the how much percentage we have completed our testing. Okay, based upon this RTM we can cover, and we can get to know that how much testing got completed and how much testing we have completed so far, coverage so far. And then coming to the next point, that is team lead will update the requirement traceability matrix on daily basis. Okay, the team lead is going to update the requirement traceability on daily basis. This is all about RTM. And then going to the test data, there is nothing to discuss more about test data, because that is known by everyone. The data what we are using, that we can consider as test data. Okay, so I hope, yeah, team lead only prepares it, guys. Team lead only prepares it. I think my network, Okay, team lead only, he is going to collect everything and he is going to update this requirement traceability matrix on daily basis. With this we have completed 90% of which one, manual testing concepts, and remaining 10% is there. We will discuss this concept on tomorrow session. At the same time I am going to discuss about database testing as well if time permits. If not, we will close that one. Test the documents itself. Okay, test data will be provided by any one of your team members or test manager or test lead or your client. They will. Okay guys, sorry I'm not able to interact with you people because my network is slow down now. Okay, we will connect on tomorrow guys. Okay, no problem, we will connect on 11:30 a.m. before 12 p.m. Before 12 p.m. after 11:30 a.m. I am going to announce the session. Please check out my community post as well from our YouTube application. From there you will get the updates, and also please check out our today videos where I have uploaded two videos. One is related to retry analyzer and another one is related to which one, how to read CSV data file. Okay, please read that one as well. Okay, thank you so much guys. We will connect on tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. before 12 p.m. after 11:30 a.m. Okay, yeah, thank you so much and have a nice day. Signing off, Selenium Tech Automation. Take care. Good night. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.